The city is litty. Knicks fans stormed the street like they just won Game 7 of the NBA Finals after securing their eighth win in a row, proving once again that loyalty and intense fandom run deep in the Empire State. But are they alone? In life, in love, and in sports, loyalty is everything. But which team has the most loyal fan base? Because, in the words of Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you are last. I'm Ashley Nicole Moss for Sports Illustrated, and I have the fellas with me, Ben Pickman, Wilton Jackson. And guys, look, I don't even need to ask. I know you both are very loyal people, and it's very important to you, right? Give me a head nod if you're agreeant. And in sports, loyalty is everything. And some fan bases are more loyal than others. One of the first that come to my mind, outside of the New York Knicks, of course, the Cleveland Browns. I don't think I've ever met a more loyal fan base. But Wilton, I want to ask you because I know that you have a strong opinion about this. Who's the most loyal fan base in sports?
You know, Ashley, my answer is definitely going to be biased, but I'm going to have to say the New Orleans Saints. And I know everybody's going to come for me, but I have to say this. Everybody's going to say, oh, well, the Saints in those years where they weren't winning games and they were nicknamed the Aints and fans had brown paper trash bags over their heads. But in my opinion, they were still in the stands. But then, of course, obviously things get better when you have the Aaron Brooks era with Ricky Williams and Deuce McAllister and still those somewhat god awful 7-9 and 8-8 seasons. But then you get to the Drew Brees era, the post Hurricane Katrina, and that's when I feel like the city was just electrifying. Like fans were the way that you saw the Knicks fans celebrating after they won their game on yesterday. Like that's what Bourbon Street, Canal Street, the French Quarters. That's what that looks like in most cases on any given Sunday. If the Saints win or lose, so the Saints franchise goes beyond for me. It goes beyond the touchdowns, the excitement, the play in the city. Like the Saints are a key part of the New Orleans community.
You mentioned two of my favorite things in one sentence right there. Obviously, New Orleans, one of my favorite cities in this country. I've been multiple times. The food, the people, the history, and Any Given Sunday, one of my favorite football movies. Top five, if you ask me. I'm not going to debate that. But Ben, I think that you're heading to the Midwest for your answer. Who's the most loyal fan base in sports for you?
I am. I'm going to go to the Midwest, but I'm first going to say I can't get over the Aints component. You can't be the most loyal if you're dropping an S, the key part of the team's name. So I'm going with the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay, Wisconsin, over to the Midwest and Central Time, to the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field, right, where you have a city that is just made up over 100,000 people. It has just over 100,000 people in it. And you look at the Packers, publicly owned by members of the community, by members of the state. You had a 2019 report say that the list to get season tickets for the Packers was more than 130,000 names long. You had to wait more than 30 years right now to currently get Packers season tickets. There really is not a lot to do in Green Bay. As I mentioned, it's just a city, really a town of 100,000 people. Other than watch the Packers on Sunday, everything revolves around Lambeau Field, revolves around the team. New Orleans certainly is a great sports town, has some great teams, but it is a richer city than just, say, the New Orleans Saints or the New Orleans Pelicans. There's a little more to do in New Orleans than, say, Green Bay. So Green Bay, Wisconsin, to me, it's Titletown, USA for a reason. You have the Packers. It is just all about the Packers all the time. I don't know how you can really pick another franchise other than this one.
Yeah, it's a different type of loyalty to sit in negative degree weather on hard bleachers and watch an hour-long football game. So I gotta agree with you there. But if I had to add a soundtrack to this segment, it would be Kendrick Lamar because he said it best. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.